Hello, everybody. This is Craig of 9V. Oh, you back? We're back. This is Craig of 9V Games, and today I'm gonna do a video, a why I love, and this time it's gonna be a console because I've never done a console. I've done a company, I've done singular games, I've done series, and today I'm gonna do a console. And you know what? This one actually took a little bit of thinking for me to do, and this is it's the Wii U. And this is a little bit of a troll to two people on here who troll me about these consoles, but you know what? I really love the Wii U, and it took a lot of thought, but let's do some setup because it took me a little bit to get to this point. But hey, this stuff, fucking banging, you guys. Go out and get it if you're older than 21. If not, you get a hobo to buy it for you outside the store. You got to give him a little something extra, though. Not like some money. That's a good way. Welcome back. Hey, if you're under 21 and you need alcohol, you give a homeless man a hand job and you get some whatever. I don't know if I should restart this by now, but okay. So I wanted to do this video. I was thinking about it last night, and a couple nights ago I was thinking about it too, because I did something weird. This is gonna blow some minds out there. I did something I haven't done in almost a decade. I bought a Call of Duty. Now, it was Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare, as far as I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, it supports local co-op, couch co-op. My wife and I would love to play couch co-op. She loves Call of Duty Zombies, original Call of Duty Zombies. So I told her that they have zombies for Infinite Warfare, and it's like a nice throwback to early 90s rave, scene. It's kind of like House of the Dead, that shitty movie that they based off of the game. So it seems like it's gonna be cool. Plus, I paid $19 for it, so I can't complain. I paid $19 for it, and it comes with a remaster. And I actually did enjoy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. So I was thinking about that, and then I was like, what happens if I play the single player? Because that's really what I wanted for it, and it's not good. And then I was thinking, because I ended up getting Bomberman 64 on the Wii U, because they dropped it on the Wii U Virtual Console. And I was like, you know what? I never have this problem with the Wii U. I never buy a game on the Wii U and regret it, ever. And that's one point I like to make. I have no backlog on the Wii U. I have a shit ton of backlog on every console. I own the least amount of games, though, for the Wii U. And when it comes to the Wii U, I only buy a game that I'm actually excited for. I've never bought a game off of whim. I think I've only bought one, and it's because my son wanted it, and that was Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. And I actually think I played it more than he did. I enjoyed it, and it was too difficult for him because that game's got a fucking hard learning curve. But I have no backlog. Everything I buy for the Wii U, I beat. It might take me a while, but I always beat it. And there's some games that are so good that I don't leave, like Zelda. I'm constantly playing Zelda. I'm at the point now in Zelda where I'm playing other games in between, but I'm always on Zelda. Wii U's never let me down. And I think it's this generation's Dreamcast. And I went back and I thought about the Dreamcast. And I like the Dreamcast, but I'm not going to jump on it as like Dreamcast was one of the greatest consoles ever. At its time, it was so far ahead of its time. It was the greatest console at that time, and it didn't get the recognition that it deserved. What made the Dreamcast so great is that the Dreamcast brought the arcade into your home. While the consoles that we had, they could emulate them, but not as good. The Dreamcast brought an arcade experience home. You had your Marvel vs. Capcom 2s, you had your Soul Caliburs, you had Rival Schools, you had all these great arcade-style games, and you had them on a console. Well, here's the problem. The Dreamcast was great, and I have a Dreamcast, and I fully support it. I have 50 Dreamcast games right over there. I love the Dreamcast. It's not something I dust off and play all the time. I occasionally do it, but the fact is, we have a lot of these great arcade games that were put on it, and they were put on more current consoles. We got Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. We have all that shit on Xbox Live Arcade. We have it on PlayStation Network. So really, I mean, besides just for the nostalgic value of a Dreamcast and just owning a Dreamcast, if you're a collector, what's the point? You know what I mean? So people who are my age, we can tell you about how great the Dreamcast was because we lived through it. We lived through this advanced piece of technology, and it just flopped. It flopped in America, and it flopped everywhere. And then it put one of our greatest console makers at the time out of business of making consoles. Obviously, they still make games. And I think of the Wii U, and I think that that's underrated because the Wii U was bad sales-wise. And I don't know a lot of people that actually even use their Wii U. I know more people that have traded in their Wii U than actually currently have it in real life. And I don't know what to tell them. I know more people who own a Switch now than own a Wii U in real life, and that's insane to me. And not a lot of people went out and bought Wii U, and they had extremely little numbers, and that's why the Switch is appearing that it's doing so well. And take that with a grain of salt, because it's following up off of what was easily one of their biggest failures, I think, was the Wii U. However, the Wii U doesn't have the issue that the Dreamcast had. There's not a lot of alternative ways that you can go and you can play the games that came out on the Wii U. And games that came out on the Wii U, especially the first party ones, were fucking gems. Smash Brothers. If you love Smash Brothers, obviously every generation of Nintendo has a banging Smash Brothers, and I think Wii U, Smash Brothers for the Wii U was better than Brawl. New Super Mario Brothers U, I beat it twice now, and my 4-year-old son is playing it. So I mean, I've gotten my money's worth out of that game. And then Super Luigi U was made for me, people like me. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which I only bought off of recommendation of one of you on here, and thank you for that, because that game was fucking phenomenal and it was hard. I didn't buy Star Fox. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but apparently if you play a 2-player, it's actually good. If you play a single player, it's terrible. So I don't know about that. But here's the thing. See, games like that I've never bought, because when it comes to this, I don't buy games unless it's 100% sure. Super Mario 3D World, phenomenal. Mario Kart 8, I bought twice. I should have never traded it in the first time, but I did, and that's something that me and my family enjoy. Here's the best part. I don't have any sponsors, so I can say this shit and not have to worry about anything. We all emulate, and don't fucking pretend you don't. I know a lot of people on YouTube that can't talk about emulation because they'll get in trouble. Well, back when I was in high school, I had a website that I was giving out ROMs, and I got a cease and desist from Nintendo. I've gotten 2 of those in my lifetime. And there's nothing wrong with emulation. I'm sorry. If you're emulating something that's out right now, you're a fucking asshole. If you're pirating things that are out right now, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry. You are. I know, oh, I can't afford it. Go to a fucking job. You can do it. The only problem with emulation, when you go back and you emulate this, now we have packs of everything. Everything comes in packs. You don't just download 2 or 3 games you want to play. You download the entire NES library. Well, here's the problem when you have that many games on hand, if you're like me. You have that many games on hand, they're free, you don't play them. You play a little bit of what you wanted to play, then you bounce around, you have way too many of them, and then you just fucking drop it. I have re-downloaded emulators and ROM sets so many times that I just don't do it anymore. On here is perfect emulations of games that are gems, that are Nintendo gems. You know, your Earthbounds and your Super Metroids, and these games that are particularly pricey, so much so that they know there's money in them. They started selling them at GameStop again, all classic games. They're on here for $7, $9. You know, you got games that I missed on the Wii. You know, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Skyward Sword, which I traded in, and then when I went to go rebuy, the price went fucking through the roof, and it was like $80 a copy, and they had it on here for $20. You know what I mean? And it's got to the point where I own so many digital games that I don't care if I'm buying them digital on here. It's nice to have a collection. It's nice to have things, and these are things that I'm going to give to my kids, you know, when I'm dead and gone at the tender age of 65. Probably, like, right around the time I can get that money, I'm probably going to die. Hilarious. But I have all these things, and they're sitting in this room that I've done the videos in. You go back through it for, like, the last 2 years, any of the videos that I've done, it hasn't moved. And I mean, this is the room of my house that all this stuff's going to go in. It's going to be an adult entertainment room. It's our... made it sound like a strip club or a porn theater. Not an adult entertainment room. This is going to be a bar. I mean, this is a bar. Over here is a fucking full bar and all that shit. So... but we're not in here. There's a whole house. I mean, we have upstairs. We have a fucking 4K TV up there and awesome surround sound and new consoles up there. Why are we going to come down here? You know what I mean? If it's not finished. So all this stuff's collecting dust. So I've got a lot of stuff digitally because you can't turn down some of these. I got a lot of games on here that are from the Wii, like I said, that I missed. Or I traded in, now they're too expensive for me to require because kids and adult and things, you know? So I can't keep going out and buying this shit. But when a game comes on that's $80 online for a physical copy, and then they have a sale and it's $9.99 on here, you're stupid to turn that down. I got Earthbound on here for $4. That's not what it is right now, so don't go trying to buy it thinking it's $4. But I stacked things. I had, you know, my Nintendo rewards and blah, blah, blah. I ended up getting Earthbound for $4. Earthbound, I don't know what it is right now, but the last time I checked and I thought about seriously buying it was a fucking $80 game for a hard copy. I'm not going to spend $80 on a game. That's why my N64 collection, if you watch any of my collection videos, it capped off at a certain point. Because any of the games that were too expensive for me to acquire, I have on here. And what makes me love the Wii U so much is this one thing right here. And this came out of my mouth, and I said this to my wife. When and if they drop the price on the Wii U, or I can find one for under $100, I'm buying 2 of them. And I'm going to put them in storage, new in box. Because when my kids inevitably break this, I have everything on a flash drive. I'm going to just put that shit in the next console and keep it going. I'm going to continuously have this, and this is something I'll have forever. Because, like I said, I like these games that I like. That sounded stupid. The games that I like, if I get them in emulator sets, I'll never finish them. If I have them on my PC, I'll never finish them. I have them on my laptop, I'll never finish them. I have them on a handheld. That's hacked. A PSP. I won't play them for more than 5 minutes at a time. But if I actually spent money, no matter how small the denomination was, I will play it. And that is why I have no backlog on here. Because I only buy the things that I want, and I don't just randomly buy games. Because usually games from Nintendo, their price never decreases. So if it's not on sale, I'm not buying it. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I don't understand the hate for the Wii U. You don't like the controller? Good. Half the games don't even need to use that. You can use something else. You can use a Pro controller. Now, I know the Wii U Pro controllers are pretty pricey. Hold on. I haven't, like, taken a sip of this yet. You see that? Hopefully you didn't. Well, I pointed it out, so it doesn't matter. Very bubbly. Forgot what I was going to say. I got a Wii U game right here. Oh, Sonic Lost World. They even managed to make a decent 3D Sonic on this. Can you believe that shit? The game actually was I did a video that's fuck this game. I've beaten it since. And it wasn't terrible. It's not terrible. If you take into consideration other games, it's no Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors was fantastic. But they could have done a little better with it, but it's better than the other Sonics that I defend. That not everybody likes. Please remember, I'm a defender of Sonic in any form. Sonic Lost World was mediocre, to say the best, but I've had so much fun with my 4-year-old playing it. You know what? I can't defend this game. This game is terrible. Fuck this game. I tried. I just tried to lie to you guys. I apologize. This game was fucking awful. But you know what? My 4-year-old does enjoy that game. He loves playing the Yoshi, and he loves playing the Zelda Temple level. And that, to me, makes it worth it, because I think I only spent like $11 on that game. Tops. I know I wasn't spending a lot of money on it. So I myself didn't enjoy it, but the Wii U gets, and this is going to sound sexual, the Wii U gets turned on every day at my house. My Xbox One has been unplugged for like 2 months. I played my 360 more recently than I played my Xbox One. And you can see that if you're on my friends list. My PS4, it kind of defaulted back to, my wife uses the PS4 to play Final Fantasy 15. We keep it on suspend mode. I don't play a lot of things on there. But I use my Wii U all the time. And it's so hard not to justify a purchase of it. I mean, it's got everything that's on it you know is good. The only missed opportunity is they should have had a new Metroid for it, and they didn't. I don't understand. Where the fuck is Metroid? Where's Metroid? What are you going to do at Nintendo? They can't. What, you can't decide you want to make a regular Metroid, or you want to make a fucking Metroid Prime game? Why don't you make both of them? You know how much money you could fleece off of people? Oh, that's right. Oh, come on. They're not over here. Oh, it would have been great effect if I could have pulled out Other M. That's why they haven't made a new Metroid. Sorry, I'm stuffy. I know that's disgusting. I apologize, but guys, Wii U is great. Everything about it's great. It may not be, as powerful as the other consoles, but I'm going to tell you what. The exclusive that Nintendo always has is what makes their consoles. And they may not have had a strong launch, but throughout the span of the Wii U, a lot of awesome games have dropped, and it's a lower price console, so you have your justification for spending that money. It's not like you're going to buy a new console. And the fact of the matter is, I bought like 100 games. I didn't say I bought all of them, but I have about 100 games on my Xbox One. Between digital, shut the fuck up. Between digital and I love my dogs. Between digital and physical copies, I have like 100 games. There's only like 3 of them that I actually enjoy in my Xbox. I'm serious. I haven't even finished half of them. My PS4 I like a little bit better, but I use that as more of like a multimedia until I get my Fire Stick. Now you're like, hey, you have piracy. Shut the fuck up. Listen, I'm talking about games here. But I mean, my PS4's got great games on it. I love the PS4. But really, to me, they're more of like Minecraft, Doom, Mortal Kombat machines. That's really all they are to me. And I have them for both. It's ridiculous. And the Wii U is the only thing that I can play, and it's something different. And it's something that everything that I have on my Wii U, nothing is adult themed. I didn't get Bayonetta yet. See, I still have games that I know are fantastic, and I haven't even played them on this yet. But it's, I don't know, maybe I'm going soft, maybe not. I mean, there are casual games in here, but I really don't play them. But there are casual games that I do own that are for my kids. I mean, we have fucking Scribblenauts. I helped my kid learn how to spell and learn his letters. Like, that is awesome. That's the only time that edutainment has ever made me excited. This is going on for a long time. Yes, so we're closing. Listen, 9 Games is back because I don't like some of the things I've been seeing on YouTube, and I miss this. I'm not going to do videos as frequently. I'm not going to say I'm going to have one every week. I might go a couple of weeks without one, but I am back, so don't unsubscribe. Also, Devine came back today. Yes, and he got married, so why don't you guys shoot over to the video. I'm going to put the link down below. Why don't you guys shoot on over, tell him congratulations, give his new video a like, and welcome him back, because 9 Games is back. Thank you guys for watching.